Hi guys, welcome back to Creative Tap. Now I've got a really cool, fun tutorial planned for you today, and we're going to be animating some realistic fireflies. I'm going to be providing you with a link to the image. We're going to be taking that image into After Effects, adding the fireflies with some shape layers, some repeaters, and a transform wiggle and stuff like that. Then I'm going to be showing you how to really sell the shot, add some camera movement, add some noise and stuff like that to make it look like a real shot. Okay, so let's not waste any more time. Let's jump on into the tutorial. Okay, so let's take a look at what we're going to be making inside of After Effects today. So let's give this a play, and what you can see is we've got a sort of handheld camera shot with these fireflies, and you can also see the reflection in the water at the bottom. So let's give that another quick play. We've got this image, and I've added a little bit of noise. I've added the fireflies and reflection and a little bit of camera motion to really sell the shot. So let's jump into After Effects and see how we can make this. Now, I'm going to supply a link down in the description below where you can get the image that I'm using. It's from Pexels, so all I'm going to do is click and drag to import it, or you can go File, Import. I've imported that image. Let's make a new composition down the bottom, and I'm going to call this Fireflies, and click OK. I'm now going to drag my image into here, and I'm going to scale it down. However, I want to leave a little bit on the sides just because I'm going to add some camera motion in later. So I think if we come down to 60, yeah, that should be fine. That should be enough. And I'm just going to move it up slightly like so. Okay, so I'm happy with that framing. I now want to make this background a little darker. So I'm going to place a levels adjustment on it, and I'm going to bring my output white down and maybe just play around with my gamma a little bit, and yeah, something like that. Just kind of takes a lot more of the color out of it, and it'll make our fireflies more visible. So now that I've done that, I'm going to rename it to BG for background, and I'm going to lock it because we don't need to touch that for a good while. Next, what I want to do is go to Layer, New, and come down to Shape Layer. I'm going to make sure I've got my ellipse tool selected, a fill of orange and a stroke set to none. To set the stroke to none, just click the word and make sure this box none is ticked and click OK. What I'm going to do then is I'm going to click and drag to make a circle, hold shift to make sure it's uniform. Come down into the ellipse properties, go to the path, and 346 is way too big, so I'm going to go to about 4 and just click off. And what we've got now is a really, really small circle. Okay, so we've got our ellipse set up. What we want to do now is add by here, so come to add and add a repeater. Come into the drop down, copies, you can see we've got set to 3, so we've got 1 in the middle which you can't see, 2 and 3, and as we increase this you see we get more of them. So I'm going to increase this to 150 because I want 150 dots. Scroll down and you've got transform semicolon repeater. Click down to that, and in the position change this 100 to a 0. So what we'll have now is all of our 150 dots are exactly on top of each other. Okay, so minimize now that repeater and the ellipse. So we've got ellipse, repeater, and we want something else now. We want a wiggle transform, and put that in there. Then make sure your wiggle transform is below the repeater. Okay, drop that down by there, and you've got some options and a transform as well as the additional overall transform. Okay, now we want to come down into this transform, and with the position we want to just click and drag to spread these out like so. So I'm going to go for 465 by around about 230. There we go. And now if we play through, this is what we've got happening. So a little bit wild. So the wiggles per second, we want to take this down to about 0.5, and that will slow it down by a power of 4. And as we play through now, we've just got these dots kind of wiggling the transform in the transform properties just round like that. And I also want to show a little bit of variation in the scale. So in this transform, I'm just going to go to -50, and actually I'm going to go to -25. And there's a slight difference in scale in some of these now. Okay, only slight. In fact, we can push this to -35, I think, and it is very small, but there is a difference in scale. So we've got our firefly set up. I want to go ahead and I want to put a glow on this layer. And I'm going to get this glow and I'm going to duplicate it. And in the second one, I'm going to turn the radius to 30. Okay, and maybe in the first one, I'm going to reduce the radius to about, no, I'm going to keep it at 10. There we go, I'm going to keep it around 10. Okay, so minimize these glows. And what we've got here is a fireflies layer. So as we play this through, we've got these fireflies just by here. Now, perhaps the glows are a little bit strong, so you can come around and you can kind of play around with some of these settings. So, for example, I'm going to take this up to about 70. There we go. Look, play around with them as much as you want. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pre-compose this because I need to make a duplicate of it to do the water, and I've had some bugs when I've just duplicated it and transformed it. There's been a few bugs, okay? No pun intended, because we're animating fireflies. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get that layer, Control, Shift, and C, and let's call it Fireflies Comp, okay? And click OK. I'm now going to hit this layer and Control D, and we've now got a duplicate of it, so one on top of the other. Now what I want to do is I want to scale the bottom one down, like so, just like that, and I want to move it down now to the water, scale it down a bit more, and move it kind of like that. So what we've got now is a really nice reflection. So for example, keep an eye on this one, as it moves over, this one kind of moves with it, so we've got accurate reflections. Okay, what I'm going to do with this reflection is rename it, so Fireflies Reflection, and I can't spell reflection to save my life. There we go, I think that's it. So hit T on the keyboard, and I'm going to turn the opacity down to about 40. You can have a look, select this, you can go through these blending modes just to kind of try and blend it a little bit differently. Overlay's not going to work, but for example, some of these might. But I'll tell you what, for now, I'm going to leave mine on normal and change the opacity to about 40%. And again, there you've just got them there. You could even chuck a fast blur, fast box blur on this reflection and turn it up to like 1, and that'll kind of again just make them a little bit less sharp as we turn that on and off. And again, that's going to help it as well, help it really fit in there. Now, the final thing I want to do is I want to add, well, there's two things actually. I want to add a little bit of camera noise because this is an image and I want to make it feel as if it's being shot on a camera. I want to add some noise and some camera movement. Now, in order to do the camera movement, I'm going to go Layer, New, and Null Object. Put this at the top. I'm going to hit P and then hold Shift and hit R. So we've got the position and rotation. I'm going to come to the position, and for the position, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold Alt or Option key on a Mac, hold Alt or Option key and click the stopwatch. And now I can type in wiggle, open parentheses or curved brackets, whatever you want to call them. And then I'm going to go 0.5, comma, 30. So what this means is it's going to wiggle position by a value of 30, 0.5 times per second. Okay, so now if I just click off, and actually it's only going to wiggle the null, so you can see that null kind of, if we just solo this null, you can see the null kind of moves like that, and we're going to link everything to it later. Okay, I'm now going to do a similar thing for the rotation, so Alt or Option click, type wiggle, and my values are going to be a bit different, and it's going to be 0.2, 1. So it's going to rotate it by a value of 1 every 0.2 times a second. Now, with these values, you can always come in and you can change them. So you can, let's just solo out this null. You can see a very slight rotation on there, but if you've linked it up and it wasn't working, you can go, well, 10. And you can see now it rotates kind of a lot more. Okay. I've already kind of gone through and done a practice version of this, and I know these numbers are working for the look I wanted. Okay, so don't worry, you can always kind of modify those numbers later. This one is how frequent per second, and this one is how much do you want me to wiggle this property by. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get these three, and I'm going to get this pick whip, or parent whip, and I'm going to drag it to the null. Okay, and if you can't see that, just click toggle switches and they should pop up. If you still can't see this, just right click this bar by here, go columns and make sure parent and link is ticked. All right, now that we've linked them, have a watch of our clip, and this is what we've got going on. So we've actually got the whole shot moving now. I'm going to finish off by making a layer, new adjustment layer, and I'm going to type noise in here, click and drag this noise to the adjustment layer, and I think I did a value of 5 earlier. It just adds a touch of camera noise, okay, and we don't link this to the null. So now what you should have is a shot like this. It's got a little bit of camera movement in there. In fact, could be a little bit too much movement. Again, if you think that it's too much movement in the position, you can go back into that expression and you can dial down that 30 to say maybe a 20. In fact, I think I'm going to do exactly that. So hit P and click this little drop down, and I'm going to take this down to 20, and it should do less movement now. So if we just preview this back in, it's now got a little bit less movement, but still we've got camera movement. We have got a little bit of noise that we've added, and we've now got these little fireflies with their reflection. So that was very, very simple technique using the repeater in After Effects and using a basic shape layer. I hope you guys learned a few things from that. Cheers for tuning in. Leave us a comment of what you want to see next. Leave us a like, that's always helpful. Subscribe, and I hope to see you in one of my future video tutorials. Cheers.